Hi, in the previous video we have discussed the transmission impairment. In this video we will discuss data rate limits. So today in this video we will discuss the data rate limits and the two formulas to find the maximum bit rate, that is Nyquist bit rate and Shannon's capacity. Now the rate at which the data is sent will depend on various factors. First one is the bandwidth of the channel. Second factor is the level of signals. Now say for example, this signal has two levels, this is level 1 and this is level 2, and just one bit is sent for each signal element. So we can see that just one bit is sent for each signal element. Whereas this signal has four levels and we can see that 2 bits are sent for each signal element. So 2 bits are sent for each signal element. And the third factor on which the data rate will depend is the quality of the channel, or we can say the level of noise in the channel. Now there are two formulas used to calculate the rate at which the data will be sent. That is the Nyquist bit rate for a noiseless channel and Shannon capacity for a noisy channel. So in this video we will discuss both of these in detail. First is the Nyquist bit rate. The Nyquist bit rate is used for a noiseless channel. Now actually in reality a noiseless channel won't exist. So it is just a theoretical formula. So Nyquist bit rate formula is used to find the maximum bit rate. Now bit rate is the number of bits sent per second and maximum bit rate will be the maximum or the highest number of bits sent per second. So this Nyquist bit rate is used to find the maximum number of bits sent per second. So this is the Nyquist bit rate formula to find the maximum bit rate, where bandwidth is the bandwidth of the channel and L is the number of levels in the signal. Now if we increase the number of levels, the number of bits sent will also increase. Say for example, this signal has 2 levels and this signal has 4 levels. So we can see that if the number of levels are increased, the number of bits sent for each signal element will also increase. Also, increasing the number of levels can put a burden on the receiver who is receiving the signals. So let us solve some questions based on Nyquist bit rate. First question is, a noiseless channel has a bandwidth of 4000 Hz and is transmitting a signal with two signal levels. Calculate the maximum bit rate. So over here we are given the bandwidth as 4000 Hz and we are given the signal levels as 2. So we need to find the maximum bit rate. So this is the formula to find the Nyquist bit rate, that is 2 into bandwidth into log L to the base 2. So we are given the bandwidth as well as we are given the number of levels. So we just need to substitute. So after substituting we'll get 2 into 4000, which is the bandwidth, and log of 2 to the base 2. 2 because the number of levels which we are given is 2. So we will get 2 into 4000 into 1 because after solving this we will get 1, that is log of 2 divided by log of 2 we will get as 1. So if we solve this we'll get 2 into 4000, that is 8000. So the answer is 8000 bits per second. Let us solve another problem. The question is, a noiseless channel has a bandwidth of 4000 Hz and is transmitting a signal with 4 signal levels. Calculate the maximum bit rate. So we are given the bandwidth as 4000 Hz and we are given the number of levels as 4 and we need to find the bit rate. So this question is actually same as the previous one, only the number of signal levels has been changed to 4. So this is the Nyquist formula to find the maximum bit rate, that is 2 into bandwidth into log L to the base 2. We are given the bandwidth as well as the number of levels, so we just need to substitute. So after substituting we'll get 2 into 4000 because bandwidth is 4000 into log 4 to the base 2, 4 because number of levels is 4. So we will get 2 into 4000 into 2 because log of 4 divided by log of 2 is 2. So after solving this, we will get 16,000 bits per second. So the maximum bit rate is 16,000 bits per second. So if we compare this problem to the previous problem which we had just solved, we can see that as we increase the number of levels, the bit rate will also increase. In the previous example, the number of levels was 2 and the bit rate was 8000, but over here the number of levels is 4 and we are getting the bit rate as 16,000. The next question is, consider a noiseless channel with a bandwidth of 20 kHz. We need to send 280 kbps over a channel. How many signal levels are required? So in this question, we are given the bandwidth as 20 kHz and we are also given the bit rate as 280 kbps. And over here, we need to find the number of levels. So we will use the same formula over here to find the number of levels. That is, in the question we are given the bandwidth and we are given the bit rate. We just need to find the number of levels. So over here we are given the bandwidth in kilohertz and the bit rate in kbps. So we need not convert it as we are just concerned with finding the levels. So we will substitute the values in this formula. The bit rate given is 280. So we will get 280 equal to 2 into the bandwidth. The bandwidth is given as 20. So we will get 2 into 20 multiplied by log L to the base 2. Now 2 into 20 is 40. So once we take 40 this side, we will get 280 divided by 40, which is equal to log L to the base 2. So we will get 7 equal to log L to the base 2. Now over here I have just interchanged this. So we need to find the value of L. So if we use this logarithmic rules, that is if log x to the base a equal to y, then x will be a raised to y. Similarly over here we have log L to the base 2 equal to 7. So L value will be 2 raised to 7. So L will be 2 raised to 7, that is 128. So the number of levels is 128. Next formula is Shannon capacity. Shannon capacity was introduced by Shannon for a noisy channel. So it is used to find the highest bit rate or the capacity for a noisy channel. So the formula is bandwidth into log of 1 plus signal to noise ratio to the base 2, where bandwidth is the bandwidth of the channel and signal to noise ratio is given by this formula, that is average signal power divided by average noise power, and this formula is to find the signal to noise ratio in decibels. So let us solve some problems based on Shannon capacity. The first question is, consider extremely noisy channel in which signal to noise ratio is almost 0. Calculate the capacity of the channel. So over here we are given that signal to noise ratio is almost 0 and we need to find the capacity of the channel. So we will use this formula, that is Shannon capacity formula, to find the capacity of the channel. Now we are given in the question that the channel is extremely noisy. So if the channel is extremely noisy, then in this signal to noise ratio formula, the average noise power will be very high. So if the denominator is very high, then the signal to noise ratio will be almost 0. So as a result, we are given that signal to noise ratio is almost 0. So we will consider signal to noise ratio as 0 and substitute in this formula. So we will get B into, where B is the bandwidth, so it will be B into log of 1 plus 0, 0 because signal to noise ratio is 0, to the base 2. So that will be B into log of 1 to the base 2. Now log of 1 is 0, so we will get B into 0 and the answer will be 0. So the capacity of the channel will be 0. So it means that if the channel is extremely noisy, then we cannot receive any data through the channel. So the capacity of the channel will be 0 regardless of its bandwidth. The next question is, calculate the highest bit rate or the capacity of the channel if the bandwidth is 3000 Hz and the signal to noise ratio is 3162. So over here we are given the bandwidth of the channel and we are also given the signal to noise ratio. We just need to find the capacity of the channel. So we will use this formula to find the capacity. In the question, we are directly given the bandwidth and the signal to noise ratio. We just need to substitute. So after substituting in this formula, we will get 3000 into 3000 is the bandwidth. So it will be 3000 into log of 1 plus 3162, because this is the signal to noise ratio, to the base 2. Then we will get 3000 into log of 3163 to the base 2. So we will get 3000 into 11.627, because after solving this we will get this value, that is log of 3163 divided by log of 2 will be 11.627. So the final answer will be 34,881 bits per second. So this is the capacity of the channel. Next question is, assume that signal to noise ratio in decibels is 36 and the bandwidth of the channel is 2 MHz. Calculate the channel capacity. So over here we are given the signal to noise ratio in decibels and we are given the bandwidth of the channel. We need to find the capacity of the channel. So over here signal to noise ratio is given in decibels. So as a result we will use this formula to find the signal to noise ratio, because to find the capacity of the channel we are not using signal to noise ratio in decibels, we are using signal to noise ratio. As a result, first we will use this formula to find the signal to noise ratio and then find the capacity of the channel. So first we will use this formula. So if we take 10 this side, we will get signal to noise ratio in decibels divided by 10 equal to log of signal to noise ratio to the base 10. So over here I've just interchanged it. So we will get log of signal to noise ratio to the base 10 equal to signal to noise ratio in decibels divided by 10. So we need to find the SNR value, or the signal to noise ratio value. So consider this logarithmic rules, that is, if log x to the base a equal to y, then x will be a raised to y. So similarly over here we have log of SNR to the base 10 equal to SNR in decibels divided by 10. So if we consider x to be SNR, y to be SNR dB divided by 10 and a to be as 10, then we will get SNR, or the signal to noise ratio, as 10 raised to SNR in decibels divided by 10. So we will get SNR as 10 raised to signal to noise ratio in decibels divided by 10. So the signal to noise ratio in decibels was already given in the question, that is, it was given as 36. So we will get SNR equal to 10 raised to 36 divided by 10. So that will be equal to 10 raised to 3.6. So the answer will be 3981. So signal to noise ratio will be 3981. Now the question was to find the capacity of the channel. So we have found out the signal to noise ratio, so we can directly substitute in this formula. After substituting, we'll get 2 into 2, because the bandwidth was given as 2. So it will be 2 into log of 1 plus 3981. 3981 is the signal to noise ratio which we have just found out. So it will be log of 1 plus 3981 to the base 2. So we will get 2 into log of 3982 to the base 2. So after solving this, we will get 2 into 11.959, because it will be log of 3982 divided by log of 2. We will get 11.959 and then multiplied by 2. So the answer will be 23.91. So which is approximately 24 Mbps. Now here I have written Mbps and not bits per second, because the channel bandwidth was given in megahertz. So to convert it to bits per second, we will multiply it by 10 raised to 6. So in bits per second, the answer will be 24 into 10 raised to 6.